t-shirt.
we're good to start.
Everybody now. So now it's like, now I got to do this one that's
Okay.
who didn't respond.
Okay, so call the meeting to order. They really like pushed in our training to make sure that you're doing all the procedure stuff. So
Oh, yes.
Ordering the
Did you hit record?
I did. Does it look?
Okay.
Is it? I hope it is. Yep, I think it is.
Nice.
Okay. As I said at the last meeting, we have to have a pledge time, but I'm a dual citizen, and so it's always awkward for me. So I'm going to give us a reverence minute so you can say the pledge in your mind if you want to. We'll do that. All right. Hello. Okay, so I have on the agenda officers time, but let's go around and just introduce ourselves. Just super fast. I'm Chantel. I'll be the president. I don't know what I'm doing, so please bear with me as we do this. But it's gonna be fun. Yeah. Laura, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'm Laura Rubio, and I help with reflections.
I'm Sarah Hill, and I'm doing fundraising this year. I was the treasurer for the last 2 years, so moving over.
Basically, I'm not letting you go, so that we know what we're doing.
I'm Mallory Pratt, here to help out.
I'm Kristen Bulmer, and I'm the treasurer.
I'm Melissa Brock, and I'm just here to help out.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm Ilse Logan, and I'm parent. Lindsay Smart,
Angelina Thomas, a parent as well. Kristen Carter, parent.
Brittany Phil, parent. Molly Brummer, parent.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Oh, it looks like we have a couple more coming. Hey guys. Yeah, thanks. Okay. So to get started, hey.
Sorry.
You're fine. No, you're fine.
We have one more left, sorry.
Yeah, Britt and I can share too. Oh, you're good. You got her.
You can write on it, I'll just take notes.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. So you guys, I had to sign copies.
I can share if they'll say she's not
Okay.
sure.
Chantel, I think it's done.
It's. Oh, I hope it's still recording.
It's still recording.
I hope so. Yeah. If you guys have your phones, the agenda is posted on the website. So if you go to the website, go to forum, and then the most recent forum post has the agenda. So you can look at that too if you need. Okay, so officers' time, president's report. Putting the plug in, you have to be a registered member of the PTA to do voting, and we are going to be doing some voting. So just make sure you get on there and register. It's
I did it last night.
Back to school night, right?
You can do it at back to school night. So the easiest way, go on the website and at the very top it says register here. It'll take you directly to the page. It's a $6 charge, and then it asks for your name and your email and your phone number.
Do you need us to do it right now?
No, if you can do it within the next 24 hours.
What's the website again?
LakeviewPTA.wix.com/lions.
Wix, W-I-X.
Yes.
Sorry, say one more time.
I know, it's like,
Okay.
Okay, I'll send it.
LakeviewPTA.wixsite.com /lions. We have to pay for like a shorter one, so I'm like, let's see if this even works before we start paying for a website.
Mine worked. I'll send it.
And you have to sign up every year, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So your registration does last until October 1st. But honestly, even if you were registered last year, just sign up again this year so that you don't have like that overlap that you forget. Okay, so the next thing on the agenda is we're supposed to present an annual report at this meeting. We actually don't have one from last year as far as I know, besides the AFR, right?
I don't know anything about
Yeah.
annual reports.
Yeah, so we will establish that for next year. But the next thing on the agenda, I have Move to establish VP positions and fill such openings. So our bylaws right now. So right now we have basically Sarah's the VP of fundraising. Is Lisa VP of
Appreciation.
Lisa Young is VP of appreciation, and then we have a secretary, a treasurer. We do not have a president-elect right now, but then so we have 2 VPs. We're allowed 5, so that leaves us 3 more VPs. My goal is to make it easy for everybody because the last couple of years there's been like 5 or 6 of us doing like all of the meetings and stuff, and it's just everybody's burnt out. So I'm trying to make it so no one feels burnt out. So I wanted to propose that, and we don't have to assign anyone or like elect anyone today, but I wanted to get your guys' opinion on creating a VP of leadership. They would be in charge of filling in if one of the executive board wasn't there that day.
So like physically filling in.
Yes. And then just keeping track of like bylaws and committees and policies, and helping if they're like, hey, you don't have someone in charge of this, you need to get someone, they'd be the one that heads that. Does that make sense? So if that is okay, we need someone to move to approve that VP of leadership, and then we will spend the next month trying to find someone to fill that and present it at the next one.
So I just want to hear what they do again.
So train on leaderships. So they're the ones who know the roles of, oh, that's supposed to be the treasurer's responsibility. Basically have, they're in charge of filling in. So they're like, at the training, they recommended having a backup person. So they would be a backup person who understands the roles and is able to fill in when there's a vacancy until it's filled. Does that make sense?
It seems like a really hard one to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, like, there's
And
not
I,
anything specific
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I wanted to have the conversation. Is I was like, I need someone.
Because
can
so
do
what I did
something.
as treasurer, I filled out all those forms. I just kept them in my book.
Yeah.
And like we didn't do anything with them all year, so I'm wondering if that's really necessary.
Okay.
But
Okay. Do you think the position is necessary at all?
I wonder if you had a president-elect.
that's
if
kind of
that
what I'm
could
thinking.
be
It feels
their-
like that should be the
And a secretary. Is there a
We
secretary?
Oh, we do have a
secretary.
secretary. Yeah,
Oh.
she's not able to be here today, but
Oh, Erin.
and she's the treasurer, so we've got
Okay. Yeah, it seems like in the past when I've been in, the secretary would not necessarily physically fill in, but she'd be the one keeping track of all those
Okay.
things.
Responsibilities and making sure it gets shifted to the other person.
okay. Well,
Can you just make it like a group effort if someone can't be there, check with everyone kind of thing? Or is that,
yes and no, depending on how much. I mean,
Okay,
if you have
because
too many things going on, that's going to be too many
right,
things.
okay.
But
Text her.
yeah,
I
that
can't always, I mean,
Yeah.
I assume children, but
Yeah.
sometimes, I know we all have children. I was thinking that today. I have kids though. But
Yeah.
obviously, that's why we're here.
okay. Well, then we just won't worry about it.
Can we propose it again if it's not working the way
I think
we
so.
have it? Like
Yeah.
that might be an option.
Is there? So then the next question is, where we have 3 vacant VPs that we don't even have a position for, or is there anything that you guys think of that you're like, we need a VP of this?
Would you want membership?
Membership would be an ideal one. We have struggled with that in the past, and that's why I haven't focused on that. I just wanted to focus on like getting running. But if there's someone who is willing and wants to do it, I would all for get a VP of membership.
Sorry, did you already say this? What VP's positions are there?
So we have VP of fundraising and VP of appreciation,
Okay.
and so that gives us 3 more that we can fill.
What about communication? Like, how do you feel?
That's another. Communication would be good,
We have that in the past,
but it didn't
didn't
work.
really happen. But
Yes,
we need
but we
that.
need a VP of
Like
communication.
an Instagram runner.
So
And just like anything, any
Yeah.
sort of announcing meetings, more than just the newsletter. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
We're wanting to piggyback on the school's social media. So they'd work with Jessica Nielsen and being like, hey, can you put this on? Things like that. Making sure that the website's running if there's any issues. I'm actually going to be meeting with someone. We got an email after the website went live and they're like, I am a user experience designer and your website could use help. I was like, thank you.
That would be amazing. Purple High just updated theirs and it's like so much more user friendly now.
Well, and the PTA gives us a free website and it was horrible. So that's why I went to Wix. I was like, this will at least be better than what they gave us. So I'm just like, anything that works, we are good, and then we'll make it even better. So yeah, a VP of communication would be awesome. And honestly, I'm not stressing about it right now. Oh, sorry, yeah?
So I'm so new. So my daughter's just starting kindergarten.
Yes.
So I have no idea really.
Well, thank you.
That's where I was a couple years ago. I get it.
Start strong.
But and I don't know what's necessarily needed, but I am a registered nurse, and so if there's anything with like health and helping mental health or physical health of our kids, I think that's a major.
Maturation?
Yes.
How do you feel about maturation?
So those are things that are like very important that I think I would like to get.
We had someone good for so long and then the last few years it has
Yeah.
not been as good for sure.
Yeah, the maturation, we don't actually teach it. Somebody from the district has to teach it because there's such strict rules
Yeah.
about what can be said.
But we like coordinate
But,
it and put the
but
little
they
packs
put the packets
together.
together and you can sit in on maturation and anyway.
And we also, their safety month is becoming a school thing under the vice principal, but that's something else that we'd be doing. And then,
And that ties in, we kind of have tied in safety week to Red Ribbon Week,
Yep.
to like road safety, to
Internet safety.
to like everything, not just don't do drugs, because there's so much more. Like, this age is so much more important. We
Just
feel
like
like
living a healthy, balanced
Yeah.
life. That is
So all of that now is school. It's not PTA.
It's a state law.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
But
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
the other thing that we could look into that we haven't had the opportunity to do is a wellness fair, and that would
That was a really good save.
so that I would let. Do you mind sending an email with your name and your contact information to lakeviewpta@gmail.com?
Did the roll make its way around?
I don't think it's fully made it all.
Oh, no, you're fine. Did you guys get it? Yep. Better just-
like you said, like PTA.
At Gmail. And that would be awesome. And we can discuss as time, if it becomes a big enough thing, we can make that a VP position.
Yeah, so that's why I was like,
Yeah.
I just want that to be on the radar and then
I would
seeing
love
the
that.
needs,
Yeah.
maybe that could be fun.
VP of Health and Safety. Okay. Is there anything else? Woo! Any other needs? I want to. There we go.
The only thing I can think of is like volunteer. Like,
Volunteer coordinator.
Yeah. That would just send out the volunteer sheets or something. I haven't processed anything yet. But that's a hard
Sign
thing.
up genius.
Yeah,
type
exactly. It might just be something to think about. And it would be
Yeah.
all like you could just do it from home, send out the
Yeah.
just create it,
Just create
send
it.
it out to whoever's leading that.
And then keep track that
committee.
it's working.
Yeah.
The other thing is we will. Yeah. Yes.
So we actually do trilingual, yeah.
And you're bilingual, you said? Okay, that's, you know what, the best thing, so Portuguese, at least we're able to lean on the teachers because they speak it, but when it comes to Spanish, we don't have a lot of Spanish speaker staff at the school, and it is so helpful, especially with PTA, if we have Spanish speakers. I want to make sure that all of our community is feeling included and not just like oh, you're the typical white homeowner right there, you know? So I want to make sure that anybody, even if they're only Spanish speaking, is able to access this. So would you think it would be a VP of language? Do you think it would be
Would that go in with communications?
I would think.
probably?
Mhm.
And that would be, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, is there anything else? We will eventually need a nominating committee. I don't think that's a VP position, but we will need someone to head the nominating committee. That is not something we have to worry about right now. It just has to be done before December 1st. So because we have more eminent things on the agenda, I feel like we can move on. Moving, I have ethics and fiscal management forms. So the roles going around, basically, not everybody needs to sign these, but if you're ever managing money, you have to be on here. And if you're ever, commissioners heading a commission, you need to have it signed. So I figured it'd be better just to have everybody sign and then it's taken care of, at least for the ethics and conflict of
You mean like
interest.
getting money, like you're getting a check?
So the money one is,
So anyone who like collects money at a fundraiser, like
Yeah.
even if you're
So like being
helping
one of the booths.
sell pizza, you need to have it signed.
so those are there. Okay, one thing to put on the radar, and I wanted to bring it up before we go over the budget. So we need a new sound system for like the family picnic and things like that. I talked to Jamie and she's finding out, she's like, if PTA can fund it, that would be great. She says they don't have the budget to buy a new system outright. She's willing to put in some money. So I told her, I was like, we don't necessarily have the budget to buy it outright right now, but maybe that's something if we want to put a booth up and be like at all the events, hey, donate for a new sound system. We can do that.
Be careful. At the training,
Yeah.
they told us we have to be really careful about what we fund for the school legally. Any capital improvements, and this doesn't necessarily fall under capital improvements, but it was very specific
Yeah.
about we can't be funding big things for the school.
Yeah.
But this might fall in because we use it for
That was my-
fundraisers.
Yeah.
I'll have to check with
Okay.
the district people.
I was gonna
But-
say it might be we have to have it as the PTA.
PTAs that the school
We-
can
we
use.
might
use it.
that's
Yeah,
fine. But
we're
we
not-
just, you have to be careful because they really reiterated, like, this is very strict. You can't, the school can't be using PTA
As a fund, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what I wanted to throw out there. Is this, because people have been to the family picnic or the spring festival last year, we couldn't have music playing because it wasn't working right. Is this something that's important enough that we want to have it and figure out what we can do, or is it just like
have we priced out? Do we know?
she's looking at what is allowed?
Okay. 'Cause
But I
mean,
guess
I'm
if it's
sure that
through,
would
if it's
depend,
just PTAs, then we could do our own.
right, and it just would depend on how
Yeah.
much it is, I think.
Yeah.
It's a difference, like, if we buy $1,000 thing or if it's 5,000, I think
Yeah.
it's a very different conversation, maybe,
I have no idea.
$1,000, yeah, we can do
I was
that.
thinking like
Because
a
they
couple
actually
hundred.
also reiterated you should never keep more than a year
Yeah.
in your budget, which we don't keep much more. We pretty much use it out every year,
Oh, I don't.
but we maybe are a little over, and so, but they did say it's good to keep about a year's budget. And we're usually about 1,000 over that. Anyway, so that's one thing. I'm just learning a lot by
Yeah.
going to this meeting.
So that's all I had to say, but I'm going to turn the time over to you, Kristen, because you will do.
Well, the budget, so I don't have the exact budget, but I have what we budgeted last year, what we spent last year, and if we think we should go over. So I'll try to do this really quick, but it's gonna take a little bit, and maybe we'll have to continue this later, and we'll approve at our first actual meeting of the school year.
We have to have 10 members though.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is like the only time we've ever
This
had
is the
10.
most members we've ever
Try
had.
to go
Might
through
be
it fast.
worth it.
Okay, so last year we budgeted $8,400 for fundraising activities, which includes spring festival, spirit nights, family picnic. The actual amount we brought in was $6,800. We are going to do more spirit nights this year. Spring festival, we had budgeted $4,000 as income. We didn't bring in quite that much because we cut out all the games and everything. I mean, not all the games, but all the different
All the different booths.
You know. family picnic, we budgeted 3,600 income, we actually brought in 2,600. Spirit nights, we budgeted income 800, we actually brought in almost 1,200, which should be higher this year since we're gonna do some more spirit nights. So for the overall category, should we just leave it the same? I mean, we were about 1,600 short. I don't want to over anticipate income if we're not going to get.
But I guess lower it to what we actually
I guess first we need to know what fundraisers
Just people
we're
wanna do.
doing.
Yeah. Well,
Are the nights working pretty well? Like
they are.
Canes and
Well,
that?
and what are
It's
your
not
guys?
a huge amount. I mean, you can
Yeah.
see. So we brought in about 1,200, but the key is it's very low work.
Yeah.
So it's good return.
Oh, 1,200 for PTA, that's a score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge score.
It's like it's the lowest. I mean, we brought in 2,600 for family picnic. We brought in almost 3,000 for spirit night.
Yeah.
I mean, not spirit night, for spring festival. But those are way more work. And so for something to add to, because really our goal is to cover T-shirts for the year, and then the other few activities that we do, we help with graduation, things like that. Our goal is just to fund those. And so that helps us get to our goal to fund those without having to do a fall Halloween party and those kinds of things. That's kind of because there were like 4 or 5 of us last year doing stuff, we kind of had to say, we don't have the energy to put on 4 events every year. Let's switch to
I do
spirit
feel like
nights.
those family nights at the elementary level like work really well if we have like communication, a flyer sent home in the
Yes.
backpack like, Mom, I want to go to Canes tonight. They're doing this fundraiser or like this Slurpee, and that's something I feel like as a community, like if we get it out there early enough, like there's one for Shoreline next week. It's Cafe Rio. Like if we get them thrown on our calendars and like really get out there the communication, like this really helps. Like I think you could probably get away with just doing those.
Yeah. And the spring festival is kind of a non-negotiable for Jamie. She wants to do that.
Yeah, and keep
so we'll
that.
probably
And the
let
family
that-
and the
And the
family.
picnic.
I'll
yeah.
say the same. I'll say the same amount for that. That we brought in last year. Family picnic will stay about the same, but then I think we'll up the spirit nights.
So the family picnic, we did the auction and it failed.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we need to lower that because we probably won't do the auction again, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it was a lot to go to businesses and ask, and then disappointing when you see like people got a luggage set that's normally $200 for $30, and that's a big ask from like a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Is who I got, and you're like, that's embarrassing. I hope they never find out that person paid $30 for a luggage set. Like.
Remember
It
years
didn't-
ago where
it
we did
didn't
our own
turn out
baskets?
how much money.
Like we got so many baskets from each grade. We had like parents sign up and we made baskets. Like I remember like making my own basket and like having my own little theme. I don't know if you want to do
It
something
just seems like
that.
people weren't willing to put out the money. Because I feel like we had some really great stuff last year.
Yeah.
And like,
You could do
Audrey's
big
husband
class
did baskets. Yeah, we,
big class baskets and then do it raffle style, where so people are only
Um,
paying like for ticket.
Is raffle allowed? Raffles are actually not allowed in the state of Utah.
Really?
Gambling in Utah does not.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
yeah.
Unfortunately.
A drawing. You put your name in a drawing.
It's this, but
not
you have to
raffle.
If you have to
you
pay, if anybody
Oh,
gets an
gotcha.
advantage by paying, and then it's not allowed.
Yeah, then it's gambling,
Okay.
so we can't do that. So it just was very low return for a lot of work.
Yeah.
So maybe X that part out.
Yeah. So we'll do, okay, so we're gonna do a little bit less on family picnic.
So for the family picnic, it would just be selling the pizza.
Okay.
Pizza and drinks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would
I
say
wonder
like,
if we added popsicles to that.
Okay.
Oh, that's.
I
so
think
we
like
did have
otter
Kona
pop.
Ice come.
Yeah, that's right. We have
Okay.
Kona Ice, and they are really good at
They
They
making
are
that.
good. They
Okay.
really are.
And maybe if we get a couple more, because
Yeah.
it was busy last year, and we
Yeah.
did sell all the pizza, so maybe if we have a couple more food trucks, that would be good. Okay, so we'll do that. So that lowers our income a little bit from where we were. Quite a bit, actually. Let's see, we did make some money because Jamie buys some, right, for the teachers. Is that what that is? Yeah, okay, so we make a little bit of money from there. Corporate partners, what was that?
That's Amazon,
Oh, yeah.
Kroger.
And that's something that communication could really help push, because if you attach a school to your Smith's card, you get a return, and you don't have to say it every time, it's one time. and it actually
Kind of like
pays
the
good,
Amazon
but I don't feel
style.
like it's been communicated well to tell people to do that, a one-time thing. And then Amazon, it's a little more work. You have to go to a special site. That one's a little trickier.
I thought did they do away with it?
I thought they
Amazon did away
combined
with
it.
I think we
Oh, I don't
just
know.
signed up for had a spot. Did you guys see that?
The what?
The thing we just signed up to pay our $6, it had a thing that said if you link your card, there's like 25,000 places that just automatically give
Oh, interesting.
I didn't do it because I was a little sketched
I know.
out.
But if that's a real thing.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at that.
I bet we randomly get some money from gift backs. I bet that's what it is. Everybody knows what it is.
Interesting, that's probably what it is.
Because
Yeah,
they
that
would just be
makes-
like, you got $3, and I was like,
Right,
what
it's
is
like
this?
10% or at some places or something. That's what it is.
That-
$3.
I know.
We received sales tax refunds. 'Cause we
So
don't
that
pay
one
sales
needs
tax.
to be doubled
Yeah.
because this year's didn't come
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Third party activities. What's that?
So that's like the book fair and it's stuff that doesn't
Pass through,
actually.
that's right, they're
I don't-
checking
what?
on that for me, they're
Yeah,
checking on
because
it.
I don't know how that works.
Okay, so we won't count that right now, we're not gonna worry about that. Community involvement, that's, 6th grade graduation, we're just gonna leave the budget the same for that. It was $1,000. That's mostly the Lions.
I was gonna say it's the Lions, huh?
Yeah, it's
And we do some
decorations and the
decorations.
Lions.
I don't know, did any of you guys have kids graduate in the last 2 years?
Yes.
The little lions.
I don't know.
Yes, it was good.
I had a lot really love them. Then maybe some are like, stuffed animal.
I don't know. I thought it was good instead of like the stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, it's a little lion stuffed animal with the shirt from the year. So it has like a National shirt on
And
it.
they give it to
That
all
is-
the teachers too, which is kind of
Which the
cool.
school buys,
Yeah.
like Jamie pays for those for the teachers. Anyway, so for now we'll
Do we
leave
know
that.
what day 6th grade
Yes,
graduation is
the
on?
23rd. Oh, wait, let me see, I just got it on my calendar. And also, does everybody know that you can sign up for the school calendar? May 23rd.
May
If
23rd.
you subscribe to the school calendar, all the events auto-populate on your phone. We need to push that too for communication, because I feel like that helps, because then we can put spirit nights and everything on that.
So like it can transfer onto your Google Calendar.
Yeah, so if you
maybe
just
that's
subscribe to
Back
it,
to school night, that would be a good.
Yeah.
to push that, I think so. If the school did, like when my son was in kindergarten, they pushed it, and I haven't seen anything about it since. I've just stayed subscribed to it.
I've never even known.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so nice, because then if something changes, it immediately changes on there.
Yeah, that is.
And lets
it
them
has
know
everything.
early
It
out
has
days,
early
too.
out
Times of
days, it has
graduation.
everything on
That
it,
would
yeah.
Is,
So we
was
need to
it
push
common
that.
knowledge the Amazon thing? Because I had no idea, and I feel like really like
It's
I
at the-
squandered my.
I think it's
life.
at the bottom of the newsletter. It's like at the very bottom that like
Can we make
nobody
it
ends up getting to the bottom of the
bigger?
newsletter.
I-
feel
I
bad,
only
like,
know
I
'cause my
probably
husband's
donated
one of
$1
those-
billion by now.
I know, it's like my husband's one of those weird people who reads the fine print. So that's the only reason I would know. So
Okay.
Yeah. I think those are the things that we need to work on.
We like a big
communicating, 'cause I
sign,
think
like,
it hasn't been passed
Subscribe
on.
here, like
So,
QRs,
okay.
you know, or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
scan or like back to school night.
Back to
Which is
school
tomorrow.
night, we had 50 budgeted last year. Are we spending more this year?
I think we talked about maybe spending more because we wanted decorations.
And posters.
And posters.
Okay.
So we need to talk about that. But I think if we did 100, I think that was enough,
Okay,
right?
all right.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a poster for the calendar that or something we can scan, or
Yeah.
is it an app?
I think we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. did the roll make its way around?
The other thing,
Yes.
like we
That's
could
my
do
agenda too. Can
maybe,
you pass it down? I'll write that on my agenda.
Absolutely.
That we'll remember and do that.
I wonder if we just have a poster with a bunch of QR codes based on calendar.
like keep in touch
Yes.
or stay in the know,
website,
or-
and it could be like 4 QR codes.
I know right
on the
now we already
poster.
have we already have a QR code for the website for signing up. And then there was we had a saved QR code for where we have the sign up genius last year. I didn't know if we wanted to try and go in there and fix that up or if we wanted to just mix that one and just do a new one. But if we had a poster with all of them, that might be better than different ones because people will be like, oh wait, I already did
Paper
this
and
one.
paper.
Yeah.
I think all on one so
Yeah.
they see what they're scanning.
Because it would be website, paying for PTA, calendar, and then
If we want to do signups.
Okay, Golden Apple, it says we spent 0 last year.
That's because you didn't turn in your receipt.
My donation.
Okay, we're gonna budget for
I
that.
saw that at
Okay.
the end and I was like,
It's usually $100.
yeah,
Okay.
it's 100.
I was like, wait a minute, we needed to spend some, how did we not spend any? Okay.
I messed that one up. I should have contacted
Odin's
you.
over there.
Okay. And school t-shirts, those are 4,000. I mean, it says 38.25, but I think it's possible it went up a little bit, so if it's okay.
Apparently our kindergarten class is huge this year.
Okay, so I'm
So-
gonna budget 4,000 just to be
Yeah.
safe, because if anything goes over 10% above what you budget, you have to get 10 people to approve it. So we're just gonna say 4,000 to be safe. And, SEP conferences, that's for the meals. for
Yeah.
SEP. We budgeted 500, spent 350, but that's because Lisa
donated.
a lot. So
I
I'm gonna go
say
back
keep it.
up to 500, I think. And Lisa makes
The
a lot of the
meals.
meals, Lisa Young, and so she keeps it cheaper for us, but at some point she's gonna get tired of doing that.
Yeah.
Teacher appreciation, we budgeted 1,500, spent 924, that's again because of Lisa. Where do you think we should fall? Should we budget closer to 1,000? Should we leave it at 1,500 to give us that extra room for appreciation?
I'm trying to remember what we did. We did meals all that
Meals,
week.
and she did like a soda bar
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah,
I think it was
teacher-
lower because we switched it from the whole staff
To
We're
just-
trying to focus on just
teachers.
teachers on teacher appreciation. Then all the other staff have their own days, but do we lump that in with appreciation? Because we did something for all of them, didn't we? Like school counselor, National School Counselor Day,
So,
National
I think
Custodial
Jamie
Day.
took over that last year, but I know the budget is severely cut, so
Okay,
it doesn't mean
maybe
she has the
we'll go
budget
back
for
up
it
to
this
where
year.
we were, which is 1,500, just to be safe.
There
Okay.
are less staff though.
Yes, that is true.
That is true.
There are no A's.
Okay, volunteer appreciation, we did 200 last year, that ended up getting used for, the lunch for junior achievement, but junior achievement is going to be the
It's
school
school now.
again. I don't know that, I don't think we'll pay the teachers for that.
Yeah.
So should we still leave money in for volunteer appreciation?
I think it's good to keep it
Okay.
it there. If we
Okay.
use it, then we have it. If we don't, I know something will come up and be like, dang it, we didn't do that.
Okay, so then there's yearbook, 0 was budgeted, but there was $150 expense, what was that for?
So you have to pay for any yearbooks over the amount, and then you get
Then we make it
reimbursed
back.
afterwards.
Okay, all right, I get that. Okay, food drive, that's the prizes for the food drive was $200. We do a pizza party for one group and an ice cream party for the others, just to motivate the kids to bring food for the food drive. Let's see, kindness club. Do we do stuff for kindness club?
I asked Shelby, and it sounds like she's taking care of it. She just needs volunteers, so I don't think we need to budget for that.
Okay.
What do you mean she's taking care of it?
She is gonna have an intern, so she said that she is planning it all. And,
Right, but that doesn't mean money.
But I was like, "What do you need?" And she was like, "I don't need anything, just volunteers."
Check for money though, because she's the one that gave me that. So
Really? Okay.
So maybe she thought you were asking
Yeah.
what volunteers do you need.
Okay.
So maybe budget just a little bit to be
Yeah,
safe.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then-
gonna do that. I'm gonna do.
But she
maybe
might have
300.
money, but I don't know where she'd be getting the money.
Yeah,
So
especially if the budget is shorter, okay. And then SEP book fair coupons, do we wanna do that again? It's if you came to the SEP conference, you got a coupon for $1 for the book fair.
My kids loved that.
Did they?
They were like,
I think we need to communicate it better.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Nobody
Some
did.
of the teachers didn't pass them out, a lot of the teachers didn't pass them out. It wasn't communicated well.
we
So
only
maybe-
had like 100
Yeah.
that used, and it was
So
really
maybe
sad.
we should budget back, because we had budgeted 500, we only spent 122. But a lot of the teachers, we specifically asked my kids' teachers, they're like, I don't even know what that is.
yeah.
So maybe we need to do that ahead of time. It was just Jamie was concerned because a lot of parents are coming. And that was like just a tiny motivation to get the kids to tell their parents, please go so that we can get a coupon for the book fair.
And then once they get the coupon, I feel like more people are going to be more likely to actually come and buy stuff at the book fair.
I think that's totally true. Okay, so we'll go back to the $500 and communicate that better.
Do
I
looked on the
messaged
school
Olivia and I haven't
calendar
heard back
That
yet.
snuck up on us like the day of. They're like, oh, we need volunteers.
Yeah, so
I looked on the school calendar and it's not on there yet. So we need to get with the library and see. 'Cause the library schedules it,
Yeah.
but we fund, we do the volunteers and stuff. So
I'm gonna
we need to figure that out. Before, last year it didn't even tie in, the second one didn't even tie in with SEP. So we need to figure that out. Okay, convention conferences, we have to budget for at least 2 people to go to state convention, because it's required that at least 3 people from the board go to either convention or the regional
Oh,
training.
they were telling me at the president's training we have to have 2 people from the board at the state training, or you're not in good standing.
That's not true.
That's what I was like. Are you sure? They're like, yes.
No, they said today counts, that was the regional training, or the,
Okay, so we need to clarify because
Clarify.
Ashley was like, no, you need 2 people at convention. So
okay, that's interesting, that's
Yeah.
different information than I got from my meeting. Okay, let's see. Fees, like bank fees, I'm assuming, which we need to add in, because bank fees count as the payment that you have to pay for givebacks or whatever, or not givebacks, the website, you have to put that as bank fees. So we're gonna bump that up to 20. Insurance, we have to carry insurance for the year on the PTA. Field day, we didn't use any last year. We feel like we're going to need to this year.
I don't think so. They didn't even reach out to us for field day.
Maturation, that one does get kind of, we budgeted 700, we did 584, but we had a lot of kits left over from the previous year, I feel like. So I'm gonna go back up to 700.
The 5th grade class is super, super small.
Oh, is it?
It's like tiny.
Okay.
So
maybe
I
we'll go
would
to
leave it up.
600. Okay, because it was 584. Sometimes businesses will donate things. Last year we did, I don't know that we got any.
Keep it where it was.
Yeah, so it was budgeted 700, we spent 584. So I think we'll do 600 if the class is even smaller.
It's extremely 5th grade class. This coming one is bigger. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like the
Oh,
last
this one is bigger.
The last year's
Oh.
class was
Oh,
tiny.
that's what you're saying. Okay, I thought you were saying this year's is tiny.
No,
Safety
last
month, do we need to budget anything since we're not doing it?
Sorry, say that again.
Safety month, do we need to budget anything since we're not doing it?
When I talked to Jamie, she was like, if you guys want to support it, you can, but you don't need to. I say if we support it, we do it by getting free donations like we did.
Okay, so we're gonna take that out of the budget this time?
So,
Okay, sounds good.
is everyone okay with that?
Yeah. If that's taken over by them, that's great. Okay, I think that's everything. So obviously I don't have a printout for everybody. I don't know if you can approve when you don't see the numbers. Can we approve?
all
Does
talked
is everybody okay with those numbers that we've just gone over? Can we all vote and say
So
in
we need
favor?
someone to. I move to approve the budget.
I move to approve the budget.
And we need someone to second it.
I'll second it.
Okay, and then everybody who approves, raise your hand.
Oh, we don't have a secretary. We need to write down who did each of those.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay,
so-
Kristen Carter,
Okay,
approved.
okay, perfect. Here.
And then, what was your name?
Molly Brummer seconded it.
And then that has to go in the forms you have to upload.
Okay.
And
And it was
10?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
10
everybody
other
else?
than those
Does
2 than
everybody
us 2.
approve?
No, 10
Okay, then I'll
includes.
just from the roll, everybody else. Anybody not approve? Okay.
From the roll.
Unanimous. Perfect. Okay, thank you, everybody. And I'll get that
Oh,
all
what's her
typed up
face
and send
left?
it
I
out.
don't know if that counts.
What's that?
Mallory.
Oh,
Mallory
yeah,
left.
yeah.
It'll say
Okay,
left
thank
too.
you.
Okay.
Okay,
But even with her left, we still have the 10.
yeah.
Okay.
She'll be back, so if we need to add her,
Yeah.
we can read.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you.
Is there anything else that budget or treasury?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's everything.
Okay. Super quick. Established committee chairs. Reflections is Laura. Yearbook is Season. We don't have a committee chair currently for maturation. And then I wanted to see if
What
we
would the nurse, what's
yes.
your name?
would
What's the one
would
to do
you
that?
be willing to be the committee chair for maturation?
Can I learn more about
Yes.
it? Like coming.
So are you okay if would you be well, we'll talk about the time in a minute. Hi.
Hi, sorry, I'm really.
Oh, you are fine. I'm just grateful you're here.
Sorry, we don't have an extra
We will just
sheet.
I'll talk with you later. We can discuss it.
I won't commit to being
that's fine.
I'm just putting down possible.
Yeah.
We'll put that down. And they want it earlier in the year
Yeah.
than later. Last year it was late, and some girls haven't been informed about periods and things, and it's on the teachers. So they're asking to do it sooner in the year, so that can inform the girls about that.
Is maturation only happening in 5th grade now? They don't do
Yes.
5th and 6th?
It's fifth grade.
Okay. I was gonna ask if we wanted a committee chair for the family picnic, but if we're just doing pizza and drinks, I don't think we need one. Am I right in
I
that?
think that's right. Unless somebody feels like there would be some other thing that would be beneficial.
Maybe
to
getting a
have.
couple food trucks, but I feel like we don't need a committee to
Calling
chair.
ICE is easy. It's a phone
Yeah.
call, right, or an email.
So is there any other committee that you guys are like, oh, we need this?
I can look at the things that there were some last night.
Spring
that I
Carnival
was-
might be a good one, but I don't think we need to assign that right now.
No, I think you're right. Yearbook. We obviously have Susan Giles, who's the committee chair.
Yes, she's the committee chair, and
That
she
one we
needs
need
so
more
much
vol-
help.
Yes, we
She-
need more volunteers for
She
that
and I
this
did it
time.
last year, and
Yes.
With yearbook?
yeah.
Is that something we sign up for now or at back to school?
Back to
tomorrow?
school, but you don't start it until like March, and it's all from home, and
Like
she trains you what to do.
January.
But it's like, I put January through March.
Yeah.
Is what I put on the signups. And I feel like we talked about collecting pictures through the year,
Yes.
so it's not a rush at the end.
I'm gonna be talking to Jessica today
Because
about
I was gonna
that.
say, maybe if we created a Google Photos folder for each teacher and shared it with them, so then the parents on
Yeah.
like field trips can share it. I think it's just as long as you don't make it totally public, it's okay. But if we set it up for teachers and said, here is your designated Google Photos
Do they
folder.
have one already?
So they do.
have one, yeah.
Then we just need to like make sure they're using it and that they're sharing it with, so then the yearbook people can just access that and pull the photos and not have to go to the teachers to collect pictures.
They have a folder set up for every teacher. The teachers just don't upload them until we bug them about it
Yeah.
in like February or March.
So maybe if we like get, again, communicate to the teachers to make your life easier at the end of the year and ours easier, can we ask at field trips and things, you have parents, then they're not collecting them and having to upload them, the parents upload them themselves. I don't know, I just thought about
So
that.
it's
Or is there a room on for each class?
They're
Is there
supposed
room
to
on?
They're supposed to be, but Jamie told us that she was gonna have the teachers be in charge of that, not have it be a PTA thing of you are the room mom.
But that is
If they
harder on the
get one,
teachers
we
because some
communicate.
teachers
Yes.
won't
I
do
think
it.
every
We can't
teacher,
charge
I think
them
we
up
need to
for-
oversee
That's a
that.
good
That's what they
idea.
need help
That's
with,
a
is
good
like
idea.
a room mom.
Well, we required everyone to do one last year, and half of them didn't, or they did and never talked to them again. So I don't know what can we do to make that
Yeah,
better.
some of the teachers were like, no, we got it.
yeah.
Just wait until they don't have any aids this
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
and see how it goes.
So there you go. I'm good until.
No, that's why I hate going in the back, right? So that's like, if we be proactive
Yeah.
in that, then they're not scrambling like.
Yes. And maybe we just say, would it help if we reached out to your room parent to a few things that we think would be helpful through the year? Like getting,
So should
getting
I?
pictures.
Should we supply like a paper
I was just gonna ask
in each
that.
classroom
back to
for
school.
back to school night? I feel like that's really
Yeah.
when you get the majority, like,
That's, we
I'll do the
did
Halloween
that a couple
party.
years ago, but a lot of teachers were like, I got my own thing, but maybe we can talk to Jamie. I still
I'll
have
send-
the one I provided.
I'll send an email
I thought
and
it
just
was
be
helpful. Like, I feel like when like classrooms have parents, they just run so much smoother. And the teachers think they don't need them, but they need.
And again,
Stuff.
because they don't all have these
don't-
aides this year,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to have parents.
Yeah.
I would imagine they all realize that. Maybe they don't. I would imagine. I'm going to give them a benefit and think that they all probably are realizing like
yeah.
this is going to be a big deal.
Would it help if I sent out an email today telling them we have decided we want all to know your room moms. If you need a form, let me know. We'll get you a form for back to school night. If you have your own,
Or maybe
talk to
just say
Jamie
we'll
about
provide
that.
a form.
yeah.
Should we talk to Jamie about that and just offer to Jamie first so it doesn't look like we're going behind her?
Probably.
Yeah, because
I'll talk to
then
her
we can
today.
talk to her and we can provide a form,
Okay.
but then we'll leave it to her to talk to the teachers.
I just worry about it getting done in time.
I can make it up and print up enough copies today. And I can even tomorrow come early and drop one in each room if they want it.
Okay.
And
I
then
can
if
help
they don't
with-
use
I
it,
can
it's
help
on
with
them.
that.
Okay.
If you want.
But yeah, because then we can do like Halloween party, Christmas party. I feel like the teachers that do that, they know. And like, I was the room parent for her class last year, and one parent called me, I know I signed up at back to school night, but nobody's contacted me about the Halloween party. And it was so great because they remembered, you know.
Yeah,
and
totally.
so
That's what we've done
helpful.
for years.
For
like
sure.
Yeah.
all of the teachers my kids have had, they have like Halloween party, Valentine's, or da 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 da.
But then
like,
others have nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And
then
it's
it's like,
sad.
yeah. I remember Mr. Rowley didn't have it, and he was out, his dad died, and a bunch of parents scrambled to do a party
Yeah.
because there was nothing planned.
Right.
And so, yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'd offer it. It's here. We're ready for you. Give us the go. And
Yeah, exactly. And they can just hang it on the
Even
board
like
or
new
whatever.
teachers, like a couple years ago, I'm trying to remember what teacher was new. Was it, there was someone, and we're like, hey, da da da, and she's like, hurry and made it a back to school night, and everybody signed up quick, and she's like, oh wow, that was easy. You know, sometimes they don't even know what they need
Yeah.
until they're deep in it, and then they're like,
Because they have so much on their plate.
so
So
much
it's
on their
just,
plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they want to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to ask. Yeah, for sure.
That's what, sorry.
I was just gonna say, yeah, maybe they just don't ask. They're just like, we'll just figure it out. They
Yeah,
just,
I
you know,
think so.
keep grinding, which is great. But if there's people willing to help, I think schools run better when you have like parents in schools and classrooms and oversee.
And I've been like reading research. I can't find the original study I found, but like there is proven studies over and over that kids do better when their parents are involved. It's like
100%.
huge,
Yeah.
huge. The numbers are huge. And they're less likely to be bullied. They're less likely to be bullies
100%.
because the other kids know the parent.
Totally.
Like there's all these things that are so beneficial. And then keep going back to this year, it's going to be necessary.
Yeah,
The
I
teachers
agree.
aren't going to be able to do it without
Yeah.
the help that they've had. Like, anyway, so we just need to get parents involved.
I'll be going. I'm meeting with Jessica at 12:30, so I'll make sure to catch Jamie and be like, hey, we really want to do this.
Yeah.
Are you okay that we go forward with
We'll
it?
make a form. We'll deliver it to the classrooms. Maybe we meet at like 2:30, and maybe if there's a few of us and we go per grade and like, hey, this is the PTA, and like really like an invitation, like we want to help you. There's a lot of people that have reached out. Like, let's get a sign up going. These are the things we're gonna have on the list. If there's something you want to add to your own, you're welcome to write it in at the bottom.
That's a great
if there's
idea.
something that you're like, hey, I don't really want to do this party, then you're welcome to cross it out. So they still have like
That's a good
leeway,
idea, yeah.
but really maybe kind of explaining to them like, hey, this is how we want to help you. Because sometimes it's like, oh, here's the paper, and they're like, I don't know, maybe we
No,
get like 5 or
and
6 of us and go
That's a
one
good
per
idea.
grade and
That's
go
a
to
good
every
idea.
teacher.
And I think if we talk about, we feel like this will be mutually beneficial, because I feel like if parents start getting in the classroom more, they're more likely to get involved in the other things.
Yeah.
too.
100%.
And they'll be more aware of what's going on in the school rather than I have no idea what's happening at the school. You know, if I know for me, when I'm in the classroom, I know way more what's going on. I see the teachers at the school, I see the aides, I know people, they know me, they know my child,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
it just, and so if we can talk to the teachers about, this is mutually beneficial, we wanna help you, but this also helps us get parents involved in the school community.
Yeah.
And we want to encourage that more. It needs to happen. It hasn't been great since COVID.
Right. Should
Yeah.
we meet like at, what, the back to school night starts at 3, right?
3:30.
Should we meet at like 2:30, an hour before, and have like 1 or
Why
2
don't we
per grade?
Meet in the main office.
Okay.
And then that would be wonderful. I'm at a child nutrition training up until like 2, so I might be a few minutes late, but that would be wonderful if we can do that.
So you're saying like 2:30?
Yeah. Would that give us enough time? Unless you guys wanted to start before
I
me.
think it would, because I don't think it's gonna take that long if we have a few of us, you know. It shouldn't take that long to go to each classroom.
Okay, who wants to help? I'll help at that time.
I can.
Kristen, are you gonna be doing like the sheet?
I think she's gonna
I
bring
have
the
a
sheet.
start, we can change,
think we
like,
need to
I'll
talk
take
to Jamie.
input
Do you
for
have suggestions?
anybody.
Well, a suggestion.
Yeah,
like
before officially.
Just because
I'll just
some teachers do like to
decide if this is a good idea.
So as
But like
long
one
as
thing
everyone
that
has a
I
room
think,
parent, I
at
feel
least
like
for
that
me, like
is-
when you have a sign up, because I like to be involved, like in all the parties, but I don't want to sign up to be the room mom.
Right.
Yeah.
This is just my perspective.
Yeah.
So, but I would sign up to do the Christmas party or the Halloween party, and I think it's less daunting.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you
That's kinda how
don't
they've
have,
had it.
like, if there's like, we
don't want just you to do everything,
Yeah.
not one person.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could, but like.
No, I think it's
No, but
great.
like I said,
I
you know what I'm
have
saying,
kids.
so it's like broken
Yeah.
up.
That's
No,
kind of
for
how
sure.
it
And
has
that's-
been. It has been.
I think the
So there
teachers
is-
that are most successful have had that.
Yes,
Like,
100%.
Yeah.
They have, Halloween party, Christmas party, Valentine's party, field trip helpers,
Yep.
Yeah.
and they say the different things, and then it's, oh, I can help with that one event. I
Yeah.
can help with that. And that's how you get people started, I feel
Yeah.
like. And then they're more
Doing
willing,
all
like,
of it is just like, that's
yeah,
a lot.
no, for sure.
Yeah,
But
they
then of
have
course
been
you have a
breaking it
few
down, and
parents
it's been
who
way
are,
better for
Yeah.
them. I'm like, oh, I can do Halloween.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I can do this field trip. And like if the teachers know, maybe when we go around, like if you know there's like 6th grade goes to the rec center, feel free to throw that on the bottom.
Yeah.
Rec center field trip end of year.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'd love to help with that. Or, obviously different grades have different needs. Like,
Exactly.
and if we express that to them, like, hey, we know you have specific needs with field trips, like throw that on at the bottom. And then you have a
but
nice
then like
paper
some
at the end.
need center helpers,
behind.
the younger
Yes,
grades,
like
like
first
center
grade,
helpers
yes.
and stuff like that. And so we
some
can put
teachers
that
are
on their
very
list, yeah.
Yeah,
figure out
well,
what
that's what I was
they
thinking. Is like I know a lot of parents like it seems very daunting to be like sign up for a party, especially if they're not kind of the party type
Yeah.
people. So if there is a sign up like where it's like I can come like on a normal school day to help,
Yeah.
type thing, like a volunteer center,
Yeah.
like if
I
they have for like
classroom help.
Yeah.
yes
sign
one
up,
like
like,
sign up
yeah.
for like once a week or something.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that's why we need to go around and kind
Yeah.
of like
Oh,
tell
teacher
the
appreciation
parents,
door,
like,
that's a
or the
good
teachers,
idea.
like, this is what this
That's-
is, and
that's
how to make
always
it custom to
scramble.
you.
Or is it at?
No, we use, because it's so far at the end of the year.
We
But if
usually
you
do
sign
that
up on the
if you know
teacher
mentally that
paper,
you're-
yes, that, to add the
I think
door.
we do have it
That
on
would be great.
the sign up.
I know when
Oh.
Jody and Cecily
I'm
were
pretty sure
in
Lisa had it.
first, it
Oh,
was
did
on
she?
there.
He was on there,
Okay.
yeah.
But then, yeah.
I just texted Jamie, so
But
we'll
that's a
see if
good
she
idea to have it
responds.
all together, because you're doing it in the classroom. I feel like things that are done in the classroom, parents commit to more easily than PTA
It just feels
stuff.
like
Yeah.
smaller, but it's
Yes.
really
Yep.
part of the PTA. Like
Yes.
we can render that help. I think.
Exactly, but I think people are just overwhelmed by PTA. That's why we're trying to get people like on the signups that we have. It's like, this is a 1 hour commitment. This is a 2 hour commitment.
Yeah.
You're not signing up to run PTA.
Yeah.
You're coming to one event and
That's
helping.
smart.
Because if people start doing that, then I feel like they're, okay, I know these people. I'm more likely to do something else.
For sure.
Rather than, I'm not signing up to be president-elect.
Right. I
Like,
can
no
drop off a
way,
bag
you
of
know?
candy, but I
Yeah.
can't commit to
Yes,
whatever.
exactly.
But we need all
Share
those,
something.
you need all those little things
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to get Jamie's approval before we do that. But did you guys put phone numbers when you signed the roll?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what I will do, let's plan on meeting, and if Jamie for some reason says no, I'm not comfortable with that, then I will text you guys and be like, nix the meeting early. So, okay. I'm just kind of looking, and I want to be mindful of your guys' time. I moved to bench family picnic prep to next meeting,
Yeah.
Do we have a date for that though?
the 23rd.
That works for
Yes.
Jamie.
September?
Yes.
September 23rd.
Okay, but we do need to do back to school prep. So t-shirts, I think yeah. Oh,
Just raise my hand.
oh,
Help with t-shirts.
yes. So I think we should put all 3 posters.
I
So
agree.
for those, we are letting the students pick their t-shirts this year. So we have
Like a vote?
yes,
Oh, yeah.
we have
Here's the
Yeah.
ones that are options.
3 designs.
We have this one,
Is it
this one,
possible
this
to
one.
put them on the same color?
I was just gonna say that, we
Yeah.
need to choose maybe
I was gonna say,
a
let's
color.
choose
I say green.
or 2
Oh,
colors.
I choose gray.
I choose green.
Gray too.
Why don't we, what
I
do
vote
you?
that, I'm fine.
I wonder
just
if we
like
could
gray
do a
version.
heathered, like a lighter green or a more subtle green that's not like,
So,
Right, so
so
bright.
Alicia said, she was like, it is really fun to look out at all the students when they're all wearing their shirts and seeing a sea of green. So that's why she wanted the green.
Why not blue? That's been
I wonder
the
if
other
blue is
option.
because there's lots of different, I'm wondering, I don't know. I wonder if green shows
They've
up
done
more.
navy blue in the
Yeah.
past.
It's
on-
fun
Yeah.
how green is like the high school color, and
Yeah.
then like when we go to high
Yeah,
school.
he is wearing
stuff.
sunglasses.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the 4 designs and the 2 colors,
then they
or
have, like,
potentially
green.
blue.
I think there's just 3 designs we're gonna do.
So it's the top,
Which one? Okay.
Not
so
the pop print.
this one is not that one right.
That's
Nope,
a
that
no.
one is,
That one
the
is.
next one is
That's a
not.
no.
But
Okay, so it's
so
just
those
green.
2, 3, yep.
I like that big lion, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I like the one with sunglasses.
Yeah.
I don't know
Philip
anybody
was,
else. who wants.
Philip was
Did
like,
we
I would
think we
wear
should
that
put
not
the-
just for school.
The words on the
Especially if you
bottom.
took Lakeview.
Yeah, I can pass it down.
If we want with the
sunglasses
I'm
space, I
thinking-
can add those
So
words.
it's
So
if we
words
want.
underneath. I didn't know.
I
What
didn't
do you
know that.
think?
I kind of like it plain, but.
I do too.
I
I just
say
didn't
keep
know
it.
if Jamie would like it with the words.
Yeah, did the email go to Jamie?
It did, and she voted on shirt B.
Okay.
That was the
like
straight one?
retro one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like
too.
that one.
Yeah. I figured the teachers would pick that one and the kids would pick the sunglasses. But then, since the teachers leaned
The
towards the
teachers have
sunglasses, I was
been-
like, oh, that's
yeah.
fun.
It's
The
been
teachers-
half neck and neck.
Yeah, the teachers is like 50% on the sunglasses, and then like 25 and 25 on the other two.
Okay.
I know my two boys would go with the lion with the sunglasses.
I like that one
Yeah,
too.
for sure. I
Yeah.
think the kids, I think that will win by a long way with the kids. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
both
but-
my kids picked that.
I think you're right though. We need to have it all the same color, what it will actually look like.
So that they're not picking based on
Yes,
color.
that's why when I was putting that poll together, I'm like, this is gonna
Or
make
we
it stressful.
have one color and one the other, and then they can pick based on color.
No, 'cause
I think that's gonna get
it
confusing. People
will
are gonna
sway
pick.
people. I
Yeah.
think people, because kids can't see beyond. Just pick
The other
logo.
thing is once one shirt starts going, it's like the popular shirt. Like the friends are getting, okay, I'm getting that. Like you might run out and then.
So maybe we just, I think.
Oh, no, I just meant for the voting, not.
Oh.
Like, we could
Yes,
have
you
one
can-
green and one
Yes,
blue.
yes, yes, for voting good too.
Yeah.
I thought
That
you
would
meant for
be,
two,
that
and
would
I
be
was like,
great.
can't give these people
chaos.
decisions.
No.
These kids cannot have
So we
decisions.
have for the voting. Before I forget, because I have that on my mind. We have jars already in
Are
the
they
closet.
see-through?
They are.
Because I don't like that idea.
Okay.
Because then
We
when
can
you
wrap
see one
them.
start filling up, they're just gonna be like,
We can wrap them and just put a wrap all around it and say shirt A, shirt B, shirt C.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's good, because I think that you're right.
And then do we want to do beans or beads? The only thing with that is then we have to count it. But I guess we could kind of compare.
We could probably see.
You could just
where
shake-
one-
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
I think. we should.
Yeah, there we
It's
go.
just, I think beans is
That
easy.
way to
If
weigh
you-
them.
I
I
have
love that
beans. I have a whole bunch of beans I can bring if we need some.
Could you? That would be
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yep,
Thank you.
yep.
I can make the poster for the
That would be
theme,
wonderful.
Since
Thank
I
you.
have the files.
Okay.
But we just need to know what color so I can,
Yeah.
Can we
With
contact the
these-
t-shirt company and see what the options even are?
do we already have it?
We have a company we use. I reached out to them and they aren't responding. So I'm gonna make Audrey call them and be like,
I mean, we
you
can
need to
just
answer
do,
this
if it's
person.
green, we can just find green. I don't think
Yeah.
that's gonna.
Let's put all of them on.
it's far though, it's essential work. What is it?
The Hive.
It's like a amusement park indoor thing.
It's kind of like hang time.
Yeah.
Really awesome though.
Is it?
Yeah,
They've got go-karts.
Really?
Yeah,
It is fun. They have go-karts and stuff. It's not cheap though.
It's a lot.
It's pretty new, right?
Well, they said they
And for
discounted
me, like,
it.
it's
they do? Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
It's just far, and I worry people aren't gonna go to Spanish.
You can
Yeah,
do
true.
anything, so you just have to
Doesn't
sit there
get
in that
this
entrance.
close
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how you tell people who live in Smith.
Like my brother-in-law and his family.
Oh,
Because when we went there, just for my two kids, I think it was $15.
Yeah.
Just for like an hour.
Because they do that. They do that like the membership for the month's the same price, so then you can go unlimited for that.
Okay, we just went for a family thing.
Does
I was
anyone-
like, $50 a
Or
ticket.
Lowe's. Lowe's is
Don't
perfect.
have trampolines, like, and they didn't care. She
Wow.
just-
What about Cafe Rio?
$25 for a walk
Or Costa
around,
Vida.
basically.
So
But if
if
we're
we
doing
did
Chipotle.
Chipotle,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I would do Chipotle for sure, 33%.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What was I gonna ask? Oh, Coconut Cove has one, but it's kind of like hang time. So
Was
and
there
it's-
the handles one? Did you guys do handles?
we did handles and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to do that one again.
I would do
It's so
handles.
Like
close.
May.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish Chick-fil-A would do one.
I called them actually
know, they
today.
don't, right?
Ones
Yeah, I
do,
didn't
but
think
just
so.
not the ones around here.
I think they have enough business they don't.
Because
do
they're
it.
individually owned.
Yes.
Like, anyway, and so it's up to them if they do it or not.
Yeah.
Talk County.
Like-
Get out of there! So then, if we did like a pizza one, Pizza Hut does 20%. I don't know. What do you guys think? Panda, Chipotle, Kneaders, Hang
Handles.
Time, Handles. That would
Yeah,
be
I
five.
think
You
that's
guys like
perfect.
those?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Which
great.
one for September? Any
Might as well kick it off with the band.
Yes, Chipotle.
Or Panda, one of them. Chipotle or Panda.
Apparently,
Chipotle.
Panda was the worst for the other schools, so.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that was where we
I
did our
know,
most.
and that's what I said. So I would say Chipotle.
Well, when did we do the Panda one too? Is the thing.
We did it in like February.
Okay, because it might be close enough to the Lunar New Year. That's maybe why it also did well for us as too. Which is the
So
Chinese New
maybe-
Year, so a lot of people use that as an excuse to
So
get
maybe
Chinese food.
Chipotle first.
Chipotle. I say Chipotle.
Yeah.
That's, we haven't done that one yet, so
Yeah.
that's a good idea to start
Like a
with.
new kickoff.
So days of the week, we want to rotate it so that like not every Monday, not every Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Preferences from people here.
Friday's good.
Fridays.
I say careful about BYU football games.
That's new.
I have those on
we
my
ran into
phone.
that.
Oh, Ava's got my phone. I have the schedule of football games. I can probably look it up. Because that affected last year. One of the nights we did it. It was
Riaz
not
was,
good. Yeah.
Fridays. Any other? Monday, the
I
next
think
best.
Monday is good, especially for the ice cream. It's like fancy, right?
For the dessert,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll kind of rotate them.
Even like hang time on a Friday. I mean, Monday, we've got an activity.
So there's August 31st, September 6th is a football game, September 14th is a football game. So just
Not the
be
6th or
avoid those. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Okay, I think I got it. We're good.
No, you're fine. No, I did too, so you're fine.
There's a
Thank
lot
you.
of people
I don't have the calendar, but I think a lot of those are set. I'll check it. But there is one Friday. I just can't remember which one. The 6th is a Friday. So just don't do the 6th. The rest of them are Saturday.
Okay, go ahead, Chantal.
Okay.
I got that.
Okay, so additional business, establish the meeting time. So Jamie said that if we wanted to meet during school hours, that she could do a Wednesday morning. And so she said pick which Wednesday morning, which day of the month, or which, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Wanted to see if that's what's best for everyone or if after school is better.
I think for sure morning.
Morning's better for me.
Yeah, I've been hearing from a lot, like it's really hard after school because
Yeah.
it's like then kids
The
are home and
kids,
you gotta
yeah.
go, and then you gotta bring kids and like.
Our only
I just
problem
don't-
is 3 of the committee work at the school, so
Yeah.
we can't be there. But
Yeah.
if it's better for everyone else,
Is there like a lunchtime?
No,
So I
your
work
lunch.
lunchtime. I work from start of school to lunch. So if it was like right before school was out,
but like I said, if more people can get there, I'm happy to just like
Because
look at the
the
notes.
time that she can do during school is 8:30 Wednesday morning.
Oh, that's not negotiable for
Pretty much,
And you're
yeah.
available then, Chantal.
I am available then.
So say
Yeah.
again, 8:30.
8:30
On a
Wednesday morning.
So just not the second week. The second is
So not second. So we would,
8:30
I would
on
say
a
first, and then it's just
second.
done.
What? So lunch doesn't work for you guys that can't come.
Well,
Because the lunch is spread out.
Does Jamie have to be there, or could the VP or whatever? it's
she's the
called,
VP
AP,
of administration, so she is a VP. So like, it's best.
the
if she's
assistant
there.
principal. I mean, could they come?
Oh, she
That's what I mean.
could. That was not discussed. So,
And maybe we try a couple morning meetings
And
and like
see how it
see.
works.
I think that afternoon slot. That's honestly when we were in it for years, and then I'm like, this is not working. Like, because the kids get
Yeah.
home,
Yeah.
you're waiting for them to get home, and then by 4 o'clock you're like getting a snack or starting to carpool or run places, and husband's not home yet. So if you have littles, like then you have to bring them, and then there's kids all over the floor, which is fine. But then parents are like, I can't do this. You know, like it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't care about
Could
the screaming
we-
kids, but
could we try just establishing the next meeting at 8:30 on a Wednesday? See how it works.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I vote for the first Wednesday so that we have enough time to prep for the family picnic.
so September 4th.
Yes. How does that work? 4th at 8:30.
Okay, Anne Ducher, she's in Italy right now. She's thinking about.
I'm harassing her
Oh,
too.
you are?
She's like,
She
"I'm
said,
gonna
I'll think about being the president-elect.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So put her name
She's
down.
got years of experience.
Who is that?
Years. Anne Ducher. D-U-E, right?
DEU.
D-E-U.
C-H-E-R.
And she just like lives like right over there in that cul-de-sac.
Awesome. Thank you. And I mean, positions are 2 years. And then you can be reelected. So if after 2 years she's like, no, I'm not wanting to, or anyone, we can say like, oh, president, do another term or something. Can't guarantee I would be willing to, but we can.
Yeah, okay.
Like I was secretary for 3 years because we couldn't find another secretary.
Yeah.
Technically, you're not allowed to do 3 years. But there's no
Now
so
our
like,
bylaws, a term is 2 years. It's not 1, it's 2. So you can renew or you can be reelected again. So you can only serve 4 years in the same position.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So you still got another year.
So you work at the school?
Well, I'm
Yeah, I'm the lunch
now.
clerk.
Oh, you're
I
lunch.
go
Okay,
back
and
to
then what do you do
secretary,
at the
but I'm
school?
treasurer
I'm
now.
going to be a lunch prep cook.
Oh, fun. Okay. And are you at the school too?
No, I don't.
No.
Sarah, you were.
Sarah, you're at the school. And what do you do?
Math and
Oh, yeah.
reading.
Okay. Kristen, are you at the school? No. Okay.
I was like the only one last year. Literally
Yeah.
the only one.
Oh my God.
Wasn't at the school.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to build younger, and I know you guys are too, but we're like seeing it. So we are on Shoreline, PTA too.
Trying to
and
get
then
that ready.
High school, we've been gung-ho for like 4 years, and it's running well. So we're like, okay, maybe we jump back in and try to get some of these younger moms. Like Mallory's like my sister-in-law, like Corinne, like some of these younger. Diana just had a girl transfer. Another girl, Megan, couldn't be here, but what's Kate, like a 3rd or 4th grader, she transferred in. And some good parents, like I'm like, we'll try to help
So it
it.
helps continue on.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
Smart.
Feed
The
it,
Shoreline,
and then-
how's the Shoreline PTA? Like how, or Dixon?
It
They
got-
were like,
yeah, it was hard.
when we started showing up, they were like,
Yeah.
Because I always feel like
It was
it's
probably
kind
like
of
Lakeview
people,
was.
your kids
Like,
are there 2 years, and you're like, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what we thought too. And we're like,
It's
well,
so hard.
I helped.
we have a few more years of our kids.
I helped
We'll-
Mr.
we'll help.
Harris with reflections last year. I made his posters,
I
but
didn't know how school worked,
I
and
know.
I felt lost as a new parent. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
you do.
and it was COVID too, and I was like, there's no way to go to the school unless you're on PTA. So I'm like, okay, I'm joining PTA.
I know, it's so
And
true.
so, but once you do it, it's like, gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, the
know
benefits
teachers,
are
I know.
huge. Like
Yeah.
you are putting in work, but the benefits you get from like the women, the kids, the principal, the admin, the teachers. Like if once people understand it, it's just getting them to understand it. So we're trying, everyone trying, obviously.
Yeah,
But we're
I've
like,
had
okay,
people say, how do you do this? Why do you do this? And I'm like,
how do you not?
I feel like, yes, I know my kids' friends.
Yeah.
I know, like, not just the ones we know that come over to our house, their whole classroom.
Yes,
and
totally.
I just feel like, how are parents doing this without knowing their kids' friends? Like, I don't know. That's how I feel. But of course, I only have 2 kids. I know it's different if you have 5 or 6 kids. That's a lot harder. But
Yeah.
it just, I don't know. I would feel so lost
Yeah,
if I
same.
wasn't involved.
I hate to jump in. I have
No,
a
we're good. We gotta
meeting
go
in
too.
4 minutes. So
Thank you.
calendar, immediate needs, all of that. I think we all covered everything. So I move to adjourn.
Okay.
I second that motion.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so 2:30. Us that can,
Potentially.
Yes.
How are
to
we
meet
going to
up.
hear about that?
Are you
I
gonna
will
text us?
I'll text you if she says no.
Okay.
So plan
Okay.
on
Do you want posters or something like the same
2:30.
time?
Yeah.
2:30? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll meet there, and then we can help put it up.
Yeah.
Get it ready. And
Yeah.
I think Mallory said she could come. Diana said she could come. So if you text on that,
Yeah. So I will
even if
just
we just get 1 per grade, maybe we can bust it out
Yeah.
quick. From 2 to a grade.
Okay, what do you guys have? Just real
Thank
quick,
you
I'm
so
gonna
much,
do
guys.
Christmas party.